Okay, we should be good. Let's see here. Waiting for it to show up. Waiting for that shit to show up. It says I'm live, but it's not showing up in the subscription box. Why, YouTube? Why do you do these things to me? It's not fair. You don't let people see the stream. You're cheating, YouTube. You're fucking cheating. You fucking piece of shit. Yeah, the stream's just not showing up in subscription, so I'm gonna start it and stop it because I don't trust. Alright, well, actually, if Toon Buffoon's here, maybe it is showing up. Did the stream show up in your subscription box? It's not showing up in mine, and that makes me upsetty. Obviously, not the Spiny subscription page, my other account's subscription page. All right, cool. You got a notification. See, that's the thing. I don't have the bell hit, but YouTube is. You know what? It's fine. I'll just assume that people can see that it's happening right now. Welcome. This isn't going to be a super long one. I've got a few more drones I need to do, but I figured a stream could be a fun way to kind of get through it. I don't think the episode's coming out tonight because I still have. I need to do a better audio mix for the episode because some of the voices are a little low, and I still have parts that don't have music and probably could use music. Music is a good way to cancel out like notable differences in people's mics because I love this episode, but Tony's audio is like significantly different from everyone else's because I'm pretty sure he recorded on a phone, which I told him was okay because I wanted him to be in the episode, and that was probably going to be the most time efficient way for him to do it. But he also probably recorded in a room with a lot more echo. So I'm trying to like fix his audio without making him do another take, especially since he only has a few lines. But bottom line, there's still work to do. But this should be the end of me creating visuals for the episode. I made a list like I normally do. Gonna get through that list. If I'm focused, I can probably do it in an hour, which is why I do not have a call started with everyone right now. This is a solo stream. And first on the agenda, we got Spiny talking. And I'm gonna put my phone here so it's out of the way, but I can still see chat. All right. So we just gotta take this image of Spine. Most of these images are just alterations today too, so this should be pretty easy. Understandable, and take your time putting this episode, even if there's a delay, whatever reason, be worth the wait. Sick of your less calls, usually fun to watch. Thank you. Yeah, I am ready to be done with it though. But yeah, I definitely won't release it unfinished. I already did cut a few corners with this one. Like I was gonna end it with them all walking off, but I just kept them staying seated in their idle position because I was just like, I don't want to draw every single character from the back and have them like do a walk cycle. I don't feel like it. I'd rather move on. A Gorky is in it. We're drawing a Gorky tonight. One day we'll do an Gorky centered episode. I don't know when though. I kind of already know what I want to do for Year of the Hedgehog 3, and it's going to be a very Dr. Howard focused episode, but a Gorky will be in that one too. That's the only preview I will give of that. Yippee. If no one has made it a claim, I'll make it. I am the number one Gorky fan. I think you have that. I don't think anyone has tried to I don't think anyone else has tried to make that claim. I think a Gorky is a character that has really stuck with you specifically. Not to say that other people don't like a Gorky, but I don't think anyone has ever been vocal about their enjoyment of a Gorky. At least not from what I can tell. I don't think I've gotten comments about a Gorky. I'm glad you like it though. I mean, it's a it's an idea I had really early on, just because so much of Spiny Norman is like if bootlegs had personalities. The Gorky fit right at home with my Monty Python OC and Better Call Saul / Doctor Robotnik villain. Oh, all right, Spiny got one down. Gotta have him talk too, but that's easy. But yeah, no, you can hold on to that. You can be the number one Gorky fan. It's official. But all right. Spiny bag 3, and that one is off the list. All right. There's a family portrait that you'll see in the background of one of the scenes. What the fuck is? I guess I didn't open it. Alrighty. I will say that's why I love your channel as a whole, the pure absurdism and stupid humor. Yeah, I do like doing like absurd shit, and I think honestly, it's like if you struggle with art, if you struggle with like drawing, which I definitely do, it's kind of good to find a more strange approach. Because I like to draw. I like drawing weird looking shit like Zimbo here. Um, and kind of like I just kind of learned as time goes by embracing the weird art style rather than trying really hard to make something that looks cleaner is what works for me. But not that I don't want to improve. I mean, I think I have improved. It's just going in a really weird and surreal direction works. And that's kind of what was fun about Monty Python's animations, because a lot of people, I think, even Terry Gilliam himself kind of referred to it as crap. The creators of South Park referred to it as crap in an interview and saying like it inspired them to make their own crap with the South Park animation being really lame. Not lame, shitty, but a good type of shitty, where it helped them create an identity for themselves. Where the fuck? Okay. Uh, but yeah, I think if you have like you have a harder time making like traditionally good art, you can go for more of like an absurdism take and still make it entertaining, make it interesting. There's a lot of animators I like where they prefer that despite being able to draw better. Like Joni Peppers is a really talented director. She makes animations online, and I've seen her work on like Cartoon Network, where it's like very clean and very still maintains like a high expression. But then like another show she made, Secret and Lies, in a Town of Sinners, looks really sloppy. I mean, intentionally looks really sloppy, but it works still. Like it's she could make it look cleaner than that, but she deliberately chose not to. But it works really well, and I can appreciate that. I think that's neat. That looks good. That works. Okay. And bring it back up. And that looks good. All right. Get rid of that background. There. What horrors has Spiny witnessed? You'll have to find out. He's just on Blue Marine Zone. What a fucking horrible level. Exotic Blast is okay as a whole, but not good, not the worst. But that level. Genuinely a miserable experience. Alright. I think that's all I need for Spiny. I might need a angry expression from him too. But I might already have that. I might just need to change what pupils are facing for that one. Stuart and Gorky looking at Tony concerned. Start with Stuart because he's easier. literally all it took for start. We're good. He's done. He doesn't even have to talk. And now we move on to a Gorky. Where is that little shit? A Gorky. Did I put a Gorky in a different layer? I might have. A different file, I mean. I don't see him here. Okay. I don't know where he is. I lost a Gorky. Let's check one more time. That's the Pen Pals logo. Couldn't tell what that was. Okay. Is that him? There we go. I found him. Alright. He deserves his own file. He was trying to get his own file, the greedy bastard. You know what? I need to position him correctly, so I need to drag and drop the actual file in there for him. So I can tell where he's supposed to be, because if I just put him in a random spot, that's going to be a pain in the ass when editing. Okay. So we want a Gorky right there. Perfect. Go away. Go away, Copilot. Fuck. Now I'm going to get rid of that smile, too. Alright. That should be good. Uh-oh. Forgot to fill that in. Now that should be good. Jeez. Again, I think that AI should be designed to make a more efficient paint bucket tool. More than anything else. Because I hate the amount of cleanup this paint bucket tool makes me do when I'm just trying to... I know I erased. I know you're having a hard time detecting where the color should go. But if we can train AI to create art, surely we He trained it to make life less tedious. Curious, is there an exact reason why Gorky has stuck beside Spiny? Spiny is in no way a bad dude, but he's not the most savory. Gorky doesn't seem to pity Spiny. He seems like a genuine friend. He's been with Spiny since he was 8. So, like, does Gorky genuinely like Spiny as a friend? Gorky does like Spiny. They are genuinely friends, and Spiny likes Gorky too. I think that I've got to focus more on the side of their friendship where Spiny's also a good friend to a Gorky because we've mainly only seen a Gorky be a good friend to Spiny and not the other way around. But the way I imagine they are is that Spiny often goes on his soapbox, and sometimes characters like Stuart Chris or Mitzi will sympathize, or Dr. Howard will be blunt but still try to be helpful, where Gorky is just kind of like, he's been down this road of Spiny so many times that he just doesn't. If Spiny is genuinely, if something bad has genuinely happened to Spiny, he'll be there for his friend. If Spiny is just having another fucking outburst, a Gorky, like, I think has very little patience for it. I think Matt is the same way. I think in Year of the Hedgehog too, that's like both Matt and a Gorky are kind of done with Spiny in that one. Just like, are sick of your shit, Spiny. Um, but Gorky does like Spiny, and I think I probably should do like an episode that shows Spiny being a good friend to a Gorky, since a Gorky's a good friend to Spiny. Because I don't want to make Spiny too unlikable. He's a troubled character, but I don't want him to be like, I don't want everybody to hate him. Because why would you want to follow him if you hated him? I haven't like figured out their entire history together, but I like to imagine that the two of them were there for each other a lot growing up, and it went both ways. Now we gotta draw pissed the fuck off of Gorky. Oh, I don't hate Spiny and actually kind of relate to him in certain moments. He's a troubled individual whose life hasn't been the kindest too. He's understandable. Yeah, that's kind of where I want him to be. Like, I want him to kind of be in a place where it's like his life kind of does suck, and a lot of it's like stuff that's out of his control. So I think he's a little sympathetic, but then obviously shit like being mean to Spicy or even Dr. Howard to an extent is where he starts to become more of like a, where it's kind of like he is definitely a very flawed character. trying to like do both the eyelids and the eye shape change in to be more angry, but I should make the eye shape a little bit more subtle. Kind of looks like a Garfield character now. I'll take it though. Garfield and Odie, where did I go wrong? Garfield the musical. It's on YouTube. It's fucking 10 out of 10. It's just Garfield without the eye. Very fucked up though. So viewers' discretion is advised. Not even a Garfield fan, but I loved Garfield. Very fucking catchy. I'm not even being sarcastic. Very catchy musical. Every fucking song in that is a banger, and more people should see it. I might do a video on it one day. He really does look like a Garfield character the way I drew those eyes. It's just the eyelids, honestly. There's some crossover with Garfield and Sonic design wise. I kind of even noticed. I saw like today like a post on Twitter like someone had Garfield. They in one of the issues they snuck in a Garfield character it was just the back of the character, and like the character wasn't fat like Garfield, but they had like the exact pattern on the back, exact same tail, exact same like orange shade of orange. What do you mean fucked up? Does Garfield? I mean Garfield get terminal cancer or something? Um, no, but the opening song to Garfield the Musical is literally two puppets telling you that like it's literally them warning you that if you're sensitive or if you're young, like if you're a kid or you're really sensitive to things, don't watch it because it goes into really dark subject matters and like kind of successfully too. Like a lot of the humor does come from how fucked up this Garfield parody is. Um, but when they need to do a song that's like sad or unsettling, I genuinely think they succeed at it. While most of it is definitely funny, there's moments where it becomes really disturbing and unsettling, and it does it sick. Like genuinely, the songs like do it very well. They're very well written songs. Garfield and Sonic have a history together. Yep. Oh yeah, I think that I think that they should they should work out some sort of deal and get like the Sonic movie and Garfield movie on a DVD together. They should do some sort of reference to that. Why not? Because it's two different studios. That's why not. But they just released an animated movie. That wasn't Paramount, I don't think. What was that? Sony that did the new Garfield movie? But anyways, I watched Garfield the musical instead of the new Garfield movie because I had no interest in the new Garfield movie. I like the animation. I saw the trailer. The animation looked really nice, but I don't know. There was never a point in my life where I liked Garfield. There was never a point in my life where I hated Garfield. I actually thought that Nine Lives movie that's based on that book was really fun, and the book itself is interesting mainly just because that could yeah. I mean, why not make Garfield really dark since that book already did? If you know what I'm talking about, if you don't, look that up later. It's really interesting. It's really interesting the route that fucking Garfield Nine Lives went. Went a weird art direction where everything had to be really fucking sad and creepy. But the movie version of it toned down the creepiness, but it's still a little bit of it is there. But the most I actually found most of those shorts really fun. It's definitely the best Garfield related thing I've seen. I liked the live action movies when I was a kid, but I mean when I was like a small kid. I had to rewatch the first one for like the second Hall of Victories we ever did, and I was not a fan anymore. I think that's everything. You know what? I'll do the thumbnail. Is it here? There we go. So, I have this template here for the last call thumbnail. I have like all of the going all the way back to Sonic 4. I have all of them in here still. I think I know what you're talking about. Isn't there some hyper-realistic shot of Garfield where he's a normal orange cat getting chased by hunters or something? A vague recollection of Garfield 9 Lives. Yeah, that's in the movie. And the movie one they did that, I think, because I don't know if that one's in it in the book, but that one's in the movie. I might be getting this mixed up. Don't quote me on this. But the one in the book was a lot worse. And it was a lot shorter too. But the one in the book was like, when they were making the movie, they're like, we can't do that. Like, I don't. Nobody understands how the hell what they did in the book made it into the book. And when they were making the movie, it was like, no, we're not doing. They put something else dark and creepy in the movie, but they didn't go that far because it's essentially a little short segment in the book where Garfield is a hyper-realistic cat, even more hyper-realistic than the one in the movie, and murders his owner, who is like an elderly woman. And it's just very bizarre. It was a very bizarre choice. And I love it for that, but I like, what the fuck? Isn't Garfield directed at kids? I understand there's older people who like it, but isn't Garfield mainly for kids? But hey, I'm a fan of the series that has the public execution of Gerald Robotnik. Say, you know. All right, there's the thumbnail. It's that easy. Last call thumbnails are the easiest thumbnails to make. Let's import these. I'm not going to show Premiere because I don't want to spoil. Like, there's some things, everything that I've been willing to show, I've already shown. I don't want to spoil anything else. There's some fun stuff in this episode. That's 9 new images that we've created. I am amazed, starstruck. I don't know. I am feeling a weird emotion of horrified and absolutely intrigued. Because of 9 lives. Slack-jawed, that's the term. Did you look up Garfield 9 Lives? Did you see which one I'm talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Garfield 9 Lives is fucked up, though. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much right now. Someone DM'd me. Oh, no, they didn't. Xander Brow is going live with Skyrim, so maybe go check out Xander Brow's stream once I end this one, which I'm about to do momentarily. I know this was a short one, but that was kind of the plan. It was always going to be a short one. My reaction to the fact that there's a piece of me where Garfield is a normal cat who murders his elderly owner. Yeah. They don't show it. They show what happens right before Garfield does it, but that image is genuinely terrifying. Family Guy even did a fucking bit on it where Peter like addresses the camera and starts talking about Garfield 9 Lives. That's how a lot of people learned about Garfield 9 Lives, was the fucking Family Guy clip. where Peter talks about it and how unsettling it was. But Garfield, I mean, I kind of that's why I don't know. That's kind of why I like it is because of how just like trying to understand where they were coming from, and on one hand, a kid shouldn't look at that like that wasn't an appropriate thing to put into a kid's book. On the other hand, there's definitely been things in kids' books, and there's I can kind of appreciate them doing something so far like so out there like that, something that's like so against what you would expect a Garfield book to be. I always kind of I love stuff like that. Um, but I didn't see that when I was a kid. I saw that when I was at least in maybe I was like in high school. I don't remember when I discovered that book. Uh, well, still, thanks for streaming. If you're about to end momentarily, I appreciate the progress displays and any type of quirky content. Yeah, no, thanks for tuning in, Toon Buffoon. Next time I'll have people on. I just wanted this one to be a quick one, but yeah, it's I like having kind of like an archive of me working on these. I think that's kind of like I always loved looking at like behind the scenes streams from like YouTubers I like Adam YMS does some really great ones, and I think I've even learned some stuff from just watching him edit. So it's like I always enjoy stuff like that. So it's like yeah, I should do it too. It'd be fun. Maybe someone would like to see the behind the scenes, or maybe it would just be cool to have it as an archive, like a conversation that I've had with Chris or Matt or any of the others. Anyways, have a good one. Thanks for tuning by.